So we're going to check this video out. This lady says that the interview was straight bull. And so what she's talking about is Donald Trump recently did an interview with the National Association of Black Journalists in Chicago. And then we're going to check this out and see what this is about.
Listen, before I start this interview, I'm going to ask y'all to, forgive my language in advance. Because I'm going to say some stuff on here that I don't usually say on my videos. So those of y'all who have sensitive ears, keep swiping. Let this be one of my videos that you swipe on by. Because, listen, playtime is over and the gloves are off. Now, listen, first I want to say thank you to my Chi-Town sister who, let me know that Trump was going to be in Chicago doing the interview. Now, let me say this. This was the most disrespectful interview I think I've ever seen. First of all, Trump knew when he went to this interview that he was going in the lion's den. Kudos, Trump, to you going to this, because this was some straight up bullshit. This girl was so disrespectful, it's ridiculous. The whole fucking panel was disrespectful, but it was so disrespectful, it was ridiculous. First of all, Kamala Harris didn't even show up. Kamala Harris didn't even show up because she don't feel like she needs to show up because she already knows she got the black votes lined up in Chicago and she don't have no respect for the black people. And let's not forget, she chicken shit. She complete chicken shit because she been saying she wanted to debate Trump, and this would have been the best time for her to be on stage with Trump and say whatever she wanted to say to him. But of course, she didn't even show up.
Kamala Harris actually said, I'll debate Trump anytime, anywhere. And she said, say it to my face, which is so cringe. But let's continue.
The doggone interviewers, they were 35 minutes late because they had no respect for Trump either. But Trump, kudos to you for going into this bull crap. Now, this interviewer didn't even start the interview off by saying hello, President Trump, or hello, former President Trump, or hello, Trump. She didn't even speak to him. She just went straight into the text. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I don't like Kamala Harris at all. Period. Y'all know I don't like Kamala Harris, but she is the VP of the United States of America. And then if I had a conversation with her, if I had an interview with her, the first thing I would do before I even started any question would say, hello, VP Harris, how you doing? That's the least respect you can give to anybody. But these disrespectful tricks, they have any respect for Trump. All they did was come out with an attack from the beginning. From the fucking beginning, that's all they came out with. Now, this dumbass trick gonna have the nerve to say to Trump, tell me why should black people support you? With your rhetoric and all this and all that, and why should black people support you? You lied about Obama, you lied about Nikki Haley, and let me tell y'all something. That's what a lot of the black community mad at Trump about, because Trump questioned Obama citizenship in the United States of America, and you cannot question King Obama because black folks will have a fit. That's what a lot of them upset with Trump about. Because you can't question their God. And a lot of black people, their God is Obama. Y'all get mad at me all y'all want. It is what it is. I said what I said, and I meant what the fuck I said. Yep, I said it. But let me tell y'all this right here. So she comes at Trump with all this old bullcrap. So of course Trump said, well, I've done a lot of stuff for the black community. He said the same thing he always said. I've done more for the black community than anybody except for Abraham Lincoln. Then this dumb, supposed to be educated ass trick had the audacity to say with her brainwashed, brain dead, simple-minded ass. So you telling me you done more for the black community than Lyndon B. Johnson, who passed the Voting Rights Act? This has got to be the dumbest bitch I ever heard in my life.
So this lady, I can't say I disagree with anything that she has said up to this point. Her language is very colorful. Even though I curse on occasion, I still feel a little bit uncomfortable when women curse. So I try not to hear those words when they curse, when I'm looking at something like from a distance, like this video. But if she lie, I'm gonna call it out. So far, I don't hear no lies. I hear no untruth. Keep going, sister.
I've heard a lot of them, but she's supposed to be so educated. First of all, let me tell y'all something, because I'm tired of blacks acting like Democrats, and Lyndon B. Johnson did so much for the goddamn black community. Lyndon B. Johnson didn't have a fucking choice but to sign off on the Voting Rights Act because Republicans passed it. He was the president of the United States of America, and he didn't have a choice but to sign off on it. It's not like Lyndon B. Johnson and the Democrat Party did a goddamn thing for blacks out of the kindness of their heart. They did it because they didn't have a choice because Republicans passed it. And I'm so sick of these goddamn dumbass black folks acting like Democrats loved us. They ain't never cared nothing about us, and they still don't. But y'all keep falling for this goddamn trap they keep putting out there, thinking they care so much about you. And yep, I said what I said and I meant what I said. But then, shit goes on to act, so you call,
You hear a black woman say I said what I said? And she from Chicago? Come on, y'all. We got aunties like this. We know what she mean. She ready to throw them things, and you know what? She probably can.
Republicans and y'all said Kamala Harris is a DEI hire. Do you think she's a DEI hire? Fuck yes, she's a DEI hire. She's a DEI hire. She was hired because she was a woman and because she was a woman of color.
And Joe Biden said when he said he would appoint a woman president, he didn't specifically say color at that time. But DEI is simply if you appoint someone based on something other than their merits. Of course, she held all those positions, state senator, state attorney general, this, that, and the other. But do you know what the job, how good of a job she did or how bad of a job she did? From what my research shows, there is nothing positive from the prior positions that she has held. You can have all those positions all you want, but how good of a job did you do? And from what I notice is the majority of the opinions and things that I've researched, she didn't do a very good job at all. I heard she was lazy. She was very combative. She was very bad to her staff and things of that nature. So you can have all those positions, point that out, but what did you do in those positions? It points to something that if you don't understand, there's something that you don't know. And if you decide just to believe what they tell you and just think about it on the surface, and then you vote accordingly, well, then you're going to get what you got, i.e. Brandon Johnson in Chicago. Chicago is a fucking mess with these illegal immigrants, which he told you he was going to bring in. He brought them in. Y'all still voted for him. And now you got what you got.
And she started calling herself black. Then this interviewer gonna tell me something. Well, she always call herself black. You telling a fucking lie because Kamala Harris called herself whatever she need to call herself to get whatever vote she need to get. I'm waiting on her to say that she's a trans woman because now she's trying to get votes on the trans community. Kamala Harris has been an Indian woman when she was running up there in fucking California. She became a black woman when she was running for VP and she needed the black votes. And like I said, I'm waiting on her to say she's a trans woman because now she's trying to get votes from the trans community. So don't sit up here and act like Kamala Harris don't switch with the wind because she kept. This was the worst interview ever. And Trump, I give kudos to you for even going into this bullshit because I wouldn't have went nowhere near it.
It sounds very inflammatory that this lady would say she's waiting for Kamala to come out as a trans woman, but based on her track record and her history, on her history, it would not be surprising.
I wouldn't have went nowhere near, period. But let me tell y'all something. If y'all sitting up here thinking just because the person is black or just because the person is a woman that they got to jump in line with the Democratic Party or they got to vote for Kamala Harris, kiss the crack of my ass because I am a black woman and I'm not voting for either. I'm not voting for Kamala Harris and I'm not voting for the Democratic Party, and it is what the fuck it is.
Well, I can't disagree with anything that this lady has said. And I know if there is not a documentary out already about Kamala Harris, it has to be one coming out. It has to be one coming out soon. And of course, the Democrats will dismiss it as disinformation, misinformation, and this new one that they made up that they're using, malinformation, because they have physically tried to erase things from her past, even going back to what race she is. They've changed some things and changed some words and omitted some things and things of that nature. And the reason is they put people, the Democrats put people in places, and they try to do it with people of low intelligence. Therefore, they can control them. Now, just because you graduate from a regimented program, college, law school, graduate school, you a PhD, that don't mean you smart. That means you can follow a structured program to get the achieved result. And up to this point, that's what she has done. Now, the other thing she has done is understood that her mouth and her vag are valuable to certain people. So that's going to be it for this one.